Did you have nickname as a drill sergeant?
Not. But when I run into old soldiers, they tell me. One of the things that they said they wanted to do was patent my voice as an alarm clock because nobody could sleep through it. It's the- nobody could sleep through it. And my drill sergeant name was Poison Ivy
Right, right. I've heard Flannery call you Poison Ivy a lot.
all the time.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Oh my gosh.
And
So yeah,
but I don't know. I don't think there was any one particular line that I could say that I coined as a drill sergeant or any other time.
so tell me about your mentors. Who is it that took you under their wing and helped you along in your career? I know there's probably 1,000.
Oh, there's so many. I mean, I can break my career down into, you know, different episodes, if you will. But I would say that, when I got to my very first duty station, which was Germany, they well, even when I was in AIT, I was the platoon guide forever. We were there for 8 months, and so I think I was the platoon guide for 6 of it. And was always having to keep accountability of people, always having to know where they are, and that every time the drill sergeant would ask, so like he was like preparing me for pressure, I guess. And then when I got to Germany, my platoon leader was a female, and she squared me away with being a woman in the army, and saying, um, I don't give a shit if you have cramps. um w- you know uh Covet your reputation. You're going to share a tent with everybody. Us women don't get our own tents. Learn how to change in a sleeping bag. And so she laid it all out for me on like those expectations, and that made it simple. So and I wasn't, I wasn't a shrinking violet. I mean, I was pretty tough, so I was like, okay, I can handle this. And um and then the two people that, like, I remember mentoring me the most, or that I looked up to the most, maybe not necessarily mentored me, but I looked up to the most, was my first sergeant Charles Williams, and Sergeant Major Bacon. Yeah. And I mean, I don't think I would be where I am today without those two, to be honest with you. I mean, they really groomed me and molded me. So, um, and then after Germany, yeah, I worked for Sergeant Major Bacon again after I left Germany.
Hey, it's Will with Marshall in the Middle. Thank you so much for your support. Please share and let's get our stories told before we're too old or too sick to tell them.